Time is 12:44 a.m. March 30th, 2015.
Okay. What does that say?
In Trinway, Ohio, sits a plate so
There's a note.
saturated with
Yeah, there's something.
Nope.
It says, in Trinway, Ohio, it's a place so saturated with dark history, it's no wonder the fight between good and evil is still continuing when it started back in 1855.
So we got some of those.
What about the Dora the Explorer?
Annie's got, we have a, we call this our laser grid.
Oh, yay! Did you forget the laser grid? You
I just
forgot
forget
the
this
laser
phenomenal
grid.
laser grid. This basically will light up the whole entire room of a laser grid. Where's the plug-in? And I'll show
Over
you
there.
guys exactly what this does. And it's cool as crap.
switch it to.
There's the switch, and then you turn.
That's why I go to the Wi-Fi. I'm not.
It might be kind of short out.
I've seen it flicker. There you go. But let's, just for a hot second, I'm going to unplug this light.
Yeah.
Looks like Christmas.
This
Ooh.
is kind of what it looks like, only
Monica.
it would be a lot better in the dark because it literally it illuminates the whole entire room rather than having a smaller.
Whoa, that's
quick tin.
So if anybody walks in front of it, that's what you get right
Yeah, that's
there,
what you
is
get
the
in front of it.
shadow.
Like, see Lonnie's shadow right there? There you go.
There.
Let me get this.
That's more effective.
Yeah, that's a little more effective.
Crap.
Like, you see where Lonnie's walking? That's kind of what the effect you look for
Right.
in a shadow. So this is our, we have these. Normally, whenever we ask a question of a spirit, we give them at least 16 seconds to respond. If we don't get a response, maybe sometimes we'll repeat the question. If we do get a response, then we start with yes and no questions. First question usually is there anybody in here who wishes to communicate? Wait for a response. If we get a yes response, we start with male, female. If we know the names, we'll start with the names. And then anything that we pick up on, are you a little girl, a little boy, age range. Thank you.
Are you a little girl? You're a little boy. Touch that green light again, please. We're here to talk to you tonight. We're going to leave toys around the house for you to play with. Do you like that? If you'd like that, please touch that green light so that it beeps again for us. Can you do that for me, please? Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We have dolls. Do you like to play with dolls?
We also have some balls that we brought for you. If you'd like us to leave you a ball somewhere in the house, will you touch that light again, please? Make it beep again for me. Gotta touch that light so we'll know what to leave you. You hear that?
What?
I just heard something out there.
So did I.
Knocking or footsteps. You heard it?
Was your flashlight?
Mm-mm.
Is there somebody in the
I
hallway?
heard it. Did you all hear that? I did.
I hear footsteps
You
upstairs.
feel that?
See when
I felt.
Did you feel that? Wow. The floor.
We are close to the road though, so I think we would have to watch for, any traffic
Yeah.
that's coming through.
That, but I heard there was a sound with it.
Yeah.
Something just slammed the door, like loud. Slammed the door.
where are they?
Excuse my language. I need to quit this. I'm sorry. I know we're on camera.
You guys bleep.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
worry about that.
sorry.
Whatever that was.
That's the same noise that I just heard. It's
something.
up
Somebody's.
there.
There's somebody upstairs.
Let's go get him.
If you would like for us to come upstairs, can you make a noise? Can you shut a door or walk across the floor?
I need to start running the recorder.
Excuse me.
It's weird. It's like when we're doing our thing, then it does.
Yeah, and that's a lot of times that's how it goes. You think you're absolutely nothing is going on, and then you stop everything you're doing,
If we just stop what we're
and
doing,
you listen,
and just talk.
nothing happens.
That's when
You
everything
go on
happens.
about your
And then we go
business,
pay
and you
attention
will
to
get
it,
more
and it's like,
activity and
just
noises.
Yep.
Because it's just like
That's why
people
later
live in their
on,
daily
we'll
life
have a little party
We're
in
just
the parlor room,
in their
because that's
surroundings.
where
Wow.
Yeah.
passed during that time. So
But
we're
we're
gonna see
going
if we can
digital
get anything out of
recorders
it.
all night. We plan
I
on
brought
doing
cups and everything.
stationary.
Little pointy cups. Listen, I got to do this. I'm just kidding. Is there enough
I took it off because I don't want to.
extension cord? I think Annie's got extension cords.
I hope she does.
Like I was really feeling like heat, everything. Shine that up there. This one came along and really just shook us all up. Really, truly came out of nowhere, and I wasn't expecting to find anything this early on. If you listen closely when I point the camera up the stairwell, it sounds like someone is saying, "Get out." Shine that up there. I thought I heard a voice a second ago.
did.
I don't know who that was. Did you all hear? The odd part is that on another recorder we use, you only get a static sound where the words are said instead of the words themselves. I haven't been able to find any other explanation for this, and it has kept me baffled since I heard it.
Are you good, Lauren?
I'm convinced now.
Okay. That door just like slammed shut.
Which one?
This one.
I don't know if it's bouncing back. Okay, let's just go. All right. Wow, we're back up here again. We were in here earlier and thought we heard noises. Mary Adams, are you still here? I'm gonna put this green light here on this rocking chair. If there's anyone in here who wants to speak with us, you can touch that green light or speak into that red light. Is there anyone in here who would like to talk to us tonight? Or if you're aware of our presence in your house, will you touch that green light, please? Or speak into that red light. All right, we're moving on. You're welcome to follow us through the house. I'm going to keep this in my hand. You can speak into this and we'll hear you later when we listen to it.
What is it?
Kind of musty.
Smoke.
I like it.
Smells like kind of like cigarette smoke.
Yeah, that's one of the reports that they've had from this room down at the end of the hall. The
Right
parlor
here?
room.
Oh,
that they
I
had
smell it.
like cigarette smoke.
I smell it here.
So the parlor room at the end of the hall?
Parlor room at the end of the hall, they've had reports of smells of cigarette smoke, mostly in there. Cigarette smoke.
Still hearing stuff back there.
Me too.
A lot of wind noises, I think. I wish it weren't so windy.
Right. It may not be as bad, maybe. Here's one more correction. Yeah, this is the servant's bedroom. Just kind of watch your step. Shots.
Yeah.
And that's a small closet. This is one of the servant's bedrooms.
Oh, this is what we're hearing right here. The
What is
window's
that?
broken. And there's air coming through. There's like a plastic.
Just kind of watch your step, guys.
But that still doesn't make up for like hearing like footsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we heard them too. Like I said, we thought it
Yeah.
was
We
you
heard
guys.
the footsteps. That's like an open patio area that they've blocked off.
There's a window open, like broken back here.
Yeah, I
Did
feel
you
it.
just lose your battery?
Crap.
Yeah, they've already had batteries drained too.
Well, that's the outside. That's why we keep hearing wind.
Yep. We can retape that if it'll. I've got tape downstairs.
So it doesn't
It
interfere.
keeps some of the cold air out too.
Yeah.
Please keep this door closed when not in use.
I don't even know if it's safe to go out there.
I can't tell. It's completely
Tim, walk
open.
out there and find out.
Is it completely open?
It's like looks like a porch or a patio. Yeah, it's out.
Might be good for a show.
That's what I was just thinking.
I mean, it doesn't say not to go out there. It just says be careful. But you don't have insurance on you guys.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
If you fall through the floor.
I'm not going in there.
If you get hurt, it's on your
This is
own.
outside.
It's on your own free will.
Love you, Lonnie.
You guys try
Bye.
it. You guys try it first. We're right behind you.
We promise we are we are directly behind you.
Crazy.
It's made out of cotton candy.
Maybe. I don't know. Feel that wind?
We go downstairs to get some more
That's
batteries for the
creepy.
recorders.
It feels sturdy to me. I'm not
You're
trusting.
not going out there.
Pretty
Boxer
heavy.
Nice summer night.
I weigh the most here.
I don't want to take the batteries out of you.
No chance.
Okay.
I
Because
heard
this
it.
one keeps going dead.
Is the barn out that direction? They're also.
It's so
I
windy.
don't like
We're
this.
going outside on the patio.
Oh, are you smoking?
No.
You're not supposed to be out here.
barn is this just a field?
Actually, he said it's a door.
Okay, well, there were reports of.
He said it's
It
a
said keep door closed. It could be because
Out
of
in
the
this
wind.
field.
He
I think
said
it was
if the door
it was
didn't
George
open, we
Adams
were
who
not allowed to go in there, so
or
the door
somebody
opened.
else who
It
worked
may
here,
just
one
be
of the
the wind. I
caregivers,
don't want you to-
saw what he thought was a lantern shining in the field.
What was
And it
that?
was swinging back and forth. And he described it as like one of the old signal lanterns that they would use
Sick
up
room?
on the
Oh, sorry.
outlook
Okay.
area.
I'm sorry.
So
This room is-
actually,
It says sick room.
through these fields when
Sorry, I
they
did not mean to
saw
step
It's
on your
okay.
foot.
What's in there?
the signal
Oh,
on
crap.
upstairs.
Batteries are dying in this
They
flashlight.
would
So you're
have
okay
those
to come out
fields
here then,
and
'cause that's in
enter
your
the
room.
basement that's in that you can access from the downstairs where we haven't even been yet.
No, that's a sick room over there. So you can.
I feel sick in this room. Get me out.
What's over there?
What's wrong with it?
It
It's a sick room.
Still,
Sick room?
still
Yeah.
costs
And it got
paranormal.
knocked in my ass when I
We
came
had
home.
What do you mean a sick
battery
room?
drainage.
I think it's for people that were sick.
Change the batteries.
Like an infirmary?
Yeah.
The time is 9:04 p.m. and we are still at Prospect Place.
a cat.
We came out on the balcony to
There's a cat.
do a little.
Yeah, they have cats on the premises for rodent control.
Let's say somebody's been in here because there's a ball. I just heard something.
I heard some over there when I come out.
Did you, what did it sound like?
Man.
Yeah, don't get your hand caught in that.
Holy crap.
Did it sound like a voice, like a
I bet that was
whisper?
loud, wasn't
It,
it?
it sounded like
yes.
a real low growl, but it was coming from that direction where that field is.
That's what I just heard. I thought somebody was behind me talking in my ear.
That's a creepy view. I'm gonna keep it on that pin so we get good shot. Oh, that's cold.
Hello? Is there anybody here? Did you hear that? Can you do that again, please? Footsteps.
Third floor.
Downstairs. Is there anybody downstairs?
Hello? Can you make it loud enough so we know what floor you're on? Okay.
Where are they at? Second floor.
Did you catch that?
Yep.
Alright, keep on.
Does it sound the same?
What is it? Is there something bumping against it?
Yeah, it must
It's
be.
okay. We can debunk it. We'll know the difference.
As long as somebody
You can feel it.
perspective. That wind is hard to pour.
That's what I'm saying. We're really sure it's the
Yeah.
wind running that.
It's
Raining too.
Does anybody know if there's any tornadoes in there?
It's the room where the
shit,
bed
we are
shakes.
Yeah.
Shakes? The
Yeah.
bed shakes?
Yeah, they had a bed in here and they said that people that stayed in here, the bed shook.
Right.
I'm always the one to test the beds out.
Let's take it out.
So in the middle of the investigation, we started getting these really high winds, and we thought it was a tornado because we had the siren going off. They're saying it's not the guys that oversee the house because they have a radio. It's cut into our time a little bit, so I mean, we're just gonna have to see what happens from here. I mean, there's still a possibility of something happening, but I can't be sure. Nevertheless, though, you know, we came this far, done that much already. Gonna keep going on.
Hello? Are you trying to talk to us?
Hello, are you here?
Some of us are wearing, we're wearing headphones so they can actually hear you if there's something that you want to say to us. We came up here to talk, so just say whatever you feel like saying. Can you talk to her again, please? Or talk to any of us? We just lived through a crazy storm downstairs. The wind's still blowing pretty hard.
Is there anybody up here?
Hello? Ew.
What?
I just walked through something that smelled dead.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, maybe
That's
there's.
like not a good. That's not a good thing.
Unless it could be something dead in this wall too. So
Yeah,
But I didn't smell
I
it.
smell it.
maybe it's something in the wall. Probably bird or something.
I totally thought that was fresh when I first came up here and saw that.
Mm-hmm.
It scared the crap out of me. This is the part right here where they used to do demonic, used to do like human sacrifices and stuff like that. So the people, like the caretakers of the home, like the servants of the home, painted the red cross on the wall to purposely get rid of whatever was in this area, because there was like all kinds of like satanic drawings and words that were written on that wall. So in order to get rid of it, they tried to paste over it, and then they put the cross. So
The home was abandoned from the 70s through the late 80s. It was owned by a gravel company, but no one was living in it. And people broke in at the time and were doing rituals up here when it was purchased by the man who started renovations, Dave Longerberger. People came in here and the workers painted over whatever was on that wall, and they painted the cross over top of it.
Let me sign if anybody got that.
Jeez.
Those are some big steps.
Do you guys want to go through the whole history, or do you just want to go, or just do each part individually?
What do you mean, like the rooms that we're in?
Like the whole history of the house, or
just room by room.
just room by room?
That'd probably be good.
Room by room.
Yeah.
This is what they call the outlook. It sees 360 degrees around the property. This was the beacon for slaves. So when it was safe for the slaves to come through the fields and into the basement downstairs, they would light the lantern so that to give them the signal that it's okay to come to the house. So the slaves knew to watch for the lantern. When the lantern was on, they would run during the night downstairs into the basement.
Was this built originally for that purpose?
Yeah, this was the beacon. That's what this house was built with, the intentions of being part of the Underground Railroad. So that's why this room exists.
Which is where the bounty and watched for the lantern also in the room, which was his cue to know that something was
Yeah,
going
they
on.
knew if the lantern wasn't on, it wasn't safe to come in. And it's a pretty good place to hear a storm. What?
Just a little
The handprint? That's weird.
It's like a tiny handprint.
Yeah, that is a tiny handprint.
Like a child's handprint. It's pretty weird.
That's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a child's size handprint.
I have a small hand.
That's weird.
No, that's like.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying,
super
I was like
tiny.
compared to mine, and I have like the smallest hands in the world. Like compared to mine, that's like child
And then
size.
there's another one right here. 1, 2,
Mhm.
3, 4, 5. Possibly. I didn't pay attention to that earlier to see if there was anything there.
All right, again, if there were any slaves who wanted to move into the house downstairs, the lantern's on, it's safe to come in tonight. We'd like to speak with you.
Actually, I can't.
Try to make it.
It's like it's not even. Alright, there we go. It's that little LED light, I'm telling you.
What is it?
That little LED light.
No, what?
I couldn't see anything until he. That little LED light over there.
This next piece of evidence is truly the most frightening out of everything we found at Prospect Place. This was actually discovered by my brother Lonnie right at the beginning of this particular video clip. If you look closely, it appears that a face and somewhat of a body morphs out of the arm of Sam Henderson. If you look really close, you can make out a face, eyes, nose, and a mouth with a slightly elongated chin. We haven't found any explanation for this. It's truly a haunting image.
If you open this cabinet, if you open this cabinet and knock this little red man over that's in here, she can open the door back up and push him over again. We'll come back through to see.
I heard it again. Like a little whimper. Like a sort of.
But it's so far away, so it might be upstairs or somewhere.
Okay, all right.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah, I heard, that may have been that cabinet I heard.
Yeah, because that literally was open, it was not open
Probably
when we
was.
came downstairs.
But it didn't slam either. Man.
Like, I mean, same.
Look at that.
Oh, the first aid kit's moved too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Came off?
Yeah, it's actually off the nail, cause see it hooks.
See how it hooks out here?
Right.
And it's off the hook.
Hanging like that. And I know for a fact, you and I both saw that, didn't we, Tim?
Yeah.
Cause we commented on
I
it.
said, what is that?
Well, let's
What
check
is
the
that?
date.
See.
Huh.
Did you move this first aid kit? Did you think someone needed help? I'm gonna put it back on this hook. Can you move it again, please? If you need help, if you were trying to get someone to help you, then move that first aid kit again, please. We'll be back through in a few minutes.
Mhm.
I'm not kidding you, I just seen the shape of a person standing at the end of that hallway, right by those steps.
It wouldn't surprise me. You sure it wasn't like a reflection of a...
No, it was a solid, almost looked like a solid person standing there.
If you're standing down there by that door, can you knock on it?
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I saw the
That
same
was a
thing.
reflection. I was like, what?
I saw the same thing for a minute.
Yeah, that's reflected
I
off
was
of it.
like...
Yeah. It's like, let's go chase it.
Right, if
Hello?
if you're down there at that door, the one where I'm pointing my flashlight, can you finish this knock? Well, you can't hear that. I can barely hear it myself. Oh, that's it. Alright, I'm gonna do this. And what I want you to do is this. So as soon as I do my 3 knocks, if you could repeat the 2 on that door down there and let us know you're down there.
We're on the middle floor, right? Throughout the entire house, can you hear us?
You're not well, I'm sure you're good.
What?
I'm sure he's used to it.
George, are you here?
Can you finish the knock? One more time.
Yeah.
I would.
Could have been. Yeah.
You just stand it.
I would correct if somebody actually answered that knock. By the way.
From where I was, it looked like it was about,
Like off the stairs or on the stairs?
it was like standing right here. And it was probably a little shorter than I am, probably about this high. I mean, it's extremely cold
Did it-
right here too.
Did it look like it was standing right there? Was
Yeah,
it
and I-
masculine or feminine?
It was a man.
Okay.
I could tell by the shape.
We stood by for a few minutes and listened to Annie as she told us some about the history of the house. She really never ceases to amaze us with the amount of research that she puts in and the knowledge that she possesses.
The original owners, the builder's son-in-law, William, threw parties up on the 3rd floor.
William threw parties up on there.
Right. He spent most of the family fortune. His wife, Anna, and their kids lived here. William left to go on a quote-unquote business trip in like Zanesville, which is, the town we just came through, and disappeared. William disappeared. He checked into a hotel in Columbus with another man, then checked into a hotel in San Francisco with another man.
Another man other than Columbus.
Right. Anna hired a private investigator who tracked him from the hotel in Columbus to the hotel in San Francisco, and they lost him after that. Months after he disappeared, a friend of Anna's who was from Trinway sent her a letter and said she saw William in San Francisco with another man on the street. And when she spoke to him, he pretended like he didn't know who she was. And it troubled her. She talked to him. He eventually ran from her, ducked into a store, and lost her somewhere. She wrote a letter to Anna saying, "Is he okay? I saw him in San Francisco. He pretended like he didn't know who I was." Last time anybody ever saw him. She spent the rest of her life in this house, raised her children on her own. Family money was gone. She died of pneumonia, and their oldest son spent the rest of his life trying to find out what happened to his father. So it could have been a business deal gone bad. It could have been a personal reason. It could have been because he blew the family money. Nobody knew.
You want to go grab?
We're hitting the 3rd floor, guys.
You guys?
Time to rock and roll. Come on, baby.
You guys are staying
All right.
here.
It was starting to get really late and we were running out of time. We decided to split up into a couple of groups to cover more ground.
Alright, it is 12:03 a.m. on Monday, March 30th. It's my birthday, Sam.
Happy birthday!
This is my birthday
Happy
party.
birthday.
This is my birthday party, guys.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Nothing.
Are you picking up anything? Any audio?
I'm not feeling anything
I'm
either.
not either.
Earlier, I felt it big time.
Yeah.
But it seems like after that storm, or before the storm, I felt so much. But after the storm left, it's kind of like,
Storms like that help build activity, so maybe a lot of it, was.
that's Milwaukee. All right, I'm gonna kick this ball. You can kick it back.
Did you say
Sorry, Kelly, that was me. I should have warned you.
That was us, Kelly. Sorry.
Glad we can communicate through the wall.
What? No, it's a ball with a jingle bell in it.
We're on channel 1. Milwaukee keeps dying. Well, eventually we get it out of it.
It's right here every time you hear something.
Yeah.
Like you were telling me what they're doing.
Maybe we should go up to the lookout room. And we can try it for a few minutes, see if you pick anything up. You know, a lot of times the slaves gave whistles as communication because they couldn't talk to each other. So if they're out in the field and they whistle.
Hey, this thing up here.
Walkie check.
Do you want to leave that lantern on or turn it off and try to do flashlight?
Doesn't matter, we can turn it off if you
Right
want.
now we are on in the overlook room. Let's turn the lantern off and see what happens.
Megan.
Okay. We keep hearing whistles from up here. I'm going to put this flashlight on that bench.
Whoa.
Hello. If that was you, can you turn the flashlight back out for us, please?
Back up to that side. We heard voices up here before in the recorder, and we heard a whistling noise. If you were the one who whistled, can you turn on that blue flashlight on the bench, please? The one that came on just a few minutes ago.
Oh. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Okay. If you were a slave who escaped to this property, can you turn that flashlight back off, please? We'd like to know what your name was. I'm going to say the letters of the alphabet. When we get to the first letter of your first name, will you please turn on that flashlight? I'm going to try this, okay?
Can you turn the flashlight off for us, please?
I've also got this box right here in my hand. If you speak into it, it can say the words that you're speaking. So we might be able to hear you more clearly other than just using the flashlight for communication. If you can do that, then flashlight off, please.
Coffee.
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 Are you, we did make coffee downstairs. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Definition.
Definition. I don't know what that means.
What is it about the coffee?
He.
He what? What did he do to the coffee? What did he do to the coffee? Did he do anything with the coffee? Was there something wrong with the coffee?
Someone.
Someone.
Did
Who
I
was- What is it?
did I make old coffee?
Let's see, shuffle around.
British.
British.
British coffee?
I don't know where British. I don't know where.
Either.
Tim Hortons gets their coffee from.
Can you tell us how you took your coffee? Did you take it black or with cream or sugar?
If you took your coffee with some cream, will you turn the flashlight out for us?
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, let's try this again to see if we can find out what your name is. You can either speak your name over here into this box so we can hear it, or we can use the flashlight again. And when I get to, okay, maybe he likes the flashlight.
Apparently.
Okay, when I get to the first letter of your first name, turn the flashlight off, please. Did your name start with A, B, C, D, E,
Best.
best, F, G,
William.
Oh,
stop it.
Oh,
I'm covered in chills.
a little bit.
Was your name William? If so, turn that flashlight back on, please. William, we are from West Virginia, about 3 hours from where we are now. And West Virginia was a north and a south state, northern and southern state. We changed sides during the war. But we believe that slavery was absolutely wrong. And we hope and pray that your family made it to safety. We have heard rumors that Abraham Lincoln visited this house and was friends with George Adams. And you would probably be happy to know that the President of the United States right now is an African American. So if that pleases you that we have a black president, I'm just going to ask him to turn the light back on a minute. Come on.
I think he's gotten used to that.
Maybe.
If it's off, it goes back on.
Can you tell us anything else about yourself? More?
Would you like us to ask you some more questions? Or would you like to hear more about how the slaves were freed?
Master.
Master.
Getting chills.
I have chills all over the back of my head. My hair's standing up.
Would you like to hear more about how the slaves were freed? Is that what you want to hear more about?
William, did you have a son? If you had a son, will you turn that light back off or will you speak his name, please? Okay, so you had a son.
Did you have more than one son? If you had more than one, okay.
Did you have 3 sons? If you had 3 sons, can you turn the flashlight out for me? Thank you.
Can you tell me the name of any of your 3 sons, William? Can you speak one of their names loudly?
Ready?
Drew. D-R-E-W.
Was Drew one of your son's name? If so, will you turn that flashlight off, please?
Or Andrew, and you called him Drew?
Thank you.
Okay. So you had a son named Andrew. Can you tell us the name of another one of your sons, please? Okay, just to confirm that, William, if you...
And sometimes we can never get the question out.
No. They know what's in your head. Okay, just to confirm, William, if you made it to freedom, will you please turn that flashlight all the way off, please? That's
Thank you.
fantastic. Thank you.
Good.
We are so happy to hear that.
Did Andrew stay in the area? Thank you.
Like he's getting tired.
Go ahead.
The door on the downstairs cage with the little red boy was open and came back down.
Nice.
Nice.
We should have freaking set a camera on that. I didn't even
Thanks.
think about it. And you know it's not the wind because there's no air going through there.
If you're not ready for us to leave, turn the flashlight off.
Well,
What happened?
I was holding this right here. This just lit up. I've been holding it like that for the last...
What is it?
This flashlight in my hand lit up and I didn't touch it.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. Did you see that?
I saw you freaking out, but I didn't know what you were freaking out about.
We said, whoa.
William, did you just touch the flashlight in his hand? If that was you,
Can you touch it again?
yeah. Touch his flashlight again or turn this one on really bright that you were touching earlier.
Actually, I kind of like to see his come back on.
Alright. Can you touch the big black flashlight in his hand?
What doesn't make any sense is there's a button on the side. And for it to come all the way on bright, it has to pop.
Yeah.
It didn't pop, it just lit up.
Right.
See?
Mm-hmm.
But it lit completely up. I didn't know how to react to that.
That's a little when it's in your hand and it's...
Well, because I had it, I was holding it at the top like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had this battery, or
Yeah.
this pack, over here on top of it. Like I did the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just lit up all at once completely.
Well, it does the same thing. It probably just takes a little bit more
It
effort.
just takes more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can tell once it gets like this,
That's usually when they start.
there's that.
They're
Yeah.
ready to go. Especially when there's, I'm gonna call them new people around or new spirits, and they're like, yeah, there's people here, and then they like use up so much of their energy to try to talk
Yeah.
at one time that it just, just kind of drops off.
You think it came
Can you do it
downstairs with
again?
us because it got impatient?
Huh?
Possibly got impatient, came downstairs with us since it quit. It eventually quit shaking the windows.
No kidding.
Because it even did that when we were in there, but then it stopped after a while.
So you think they just wanted us out? Yes. Yeah. I know. I hear you.
No. It's a ghost army marching.
Right? Alright, let's pass them. Red Raver, Red Raver.
Red, someone right here.
Well, we gotta get more batteries.
Yeah.
You guys keep on draining.
I think ours are still good.
Yeah, we were having a full-fledged flashlight session up in the 360 room.
We had one
That
too.
was incredible.
We had a full flashlight session. We were talking to Anna.
Now you've seen it, huh?
Really?
Yeah.
We were talking to, it was, I don't know, it all happened because we were going through the alphabet like we told you to do. And Annie was like, when I get to the letter of your name, turn the flashlight on or speak it into the box. And you got the G, and the flashlight came on, and then it said William, straight through the box. It was like William G, and I was like, oh.
Well, we were talking to Anna, and apparently
Yeah.
Jesse is the one who is running around.
Jesse.
Jesse? Yeah. And
Who's Jesse?
it's her sister.
Oh.
Sister. And it is. What was it? What was I gonna say? Huh? Oh yeah. She thinks that Anna thinks that he was homosexual,
Really?
and she did not care to find him after she found out.
Really?
Is that what we
Yeah.
got right? Yeah. She did not care to find him after she found out.
She was real quick to respond to him.
Yeah.
We also found out that William had a son named Andrew,
Yeah, I said the
and they
name
called him
Drew.
Drew. Because we said, can you speak his name into the box? And it said Drew.
Really?
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
He started talking about coffee too.
Yeah,
Well,
the
that was
first
a-
thing he said was coffee.
That was the first word that came out, was like
Um,
coffee.
Oh, he said
Oh,
he was
smell
from
it.
Louisiana too.
Yeah, he was French. He was French
Yeah.
from Louisiana. And I said, we were like, what about the coffee?
It's old, bro.
And then he said,
It's
he.
as old as I am.
He said he, and I said, well, what did he do to the coffee? Then he was like, somebody.
He also said the word master,
Yeah.
but that never went anywhere.
You know what I got? Who were you talking to?
William, the slave.
Slave.
The guy who was whistling.
I was gonna say, I got whips and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like,
He was the one whistling. When every time we walked out of that room, he was the one who was whistling. Because I'm assuming he probably wanted to talk to us. Because he was, I mean,
out of the parlor.
no, out of the, like when we would step right here, then we'd hear the,
Oh, okay.
like the whistle.
Mm.
Because it seems like we got activity as soon as we went upstairs. As soon as we turned out the light. I
Right.
said, is there anybody here? I was like, came right on.
Gotcha. We haven't even used. I think I left the voice box upstairs in the girls' room. So.
And the cabinet was back open again.
Yes, it is open as we speak. We didn't touch it.
And
So
I guarantee you that if we would set a camera and close it, then nothing would happen.
yeah, true story.
Because that's usually how it goes.
But we all experienced that it was closed.
Oh,
We
yeah.
all
Yeah.
made sure.
And I forgot,
Yeah.
Lonnie's flashlight came on
Yeah.
in his hand.
hand.
This is a
Yeah.
pop button flashlight. And I was holding it at the top, about 2 fingers. And I had this right there. And I was filming. And then it lit up full brightness.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's weird.
That's
Right in
great.
my hand.
It
I
was
went,
like-
woo! And then it went out.
Pretty sure he was going to throw it across the room, but you know.
Right, of course.
You guys scared each other.
Back into slavery. Yeah, and the slaves caught him and hung him in the barn. So that's his spirits in the barn, and there's some slaves that are in there.
So interested, he came over at like midnight and stayed until 1.
Mm-hmm.
He stayed a whole hour in here, and he tried to make us.
Is that Tim?
Yeah.
Going into the barn. Prospect Place barn now. Running on my phone because I have 3 full cards. No more room on the camera. Just for the video. Explaining why I'm not using the camera.
The bounty hunter. Did they tell you the legend of the bounty hunter? That's from the barn. There was supposedly a bounty hunter who came to the house looking for
Yeah, this is right.
slaves. They knew that George Adams was hiding slaves, and he came back or the bounty hunter came in to take him back to the South. And they basically ran him off the property, threatening his life. So the bounty hunter took off, and some of the slaves who were hiding in the house decided to go after him. They found him at his camp in the woods, brought him back to this barn, and hanged him with his raptor.
Yeah, they took him up through the rope up there and dropped him through the hole. Straight down.
I guess we can't get up there.
Yeah, probably not. I'm saying.
Yeah.
You want to stand on my shoulders?
Yeah. Somebody jump up there.
Somebody jump on Tim's shoulders real quick because they do about that hole.
Like,
That's all you'd have to
it's
do.
not bad. Fun.
How would you get there?
We're gonna have a combination of awesome stuff.
But there's a reason for it. I mean, I've got 3 full cards. That's insane. One's a 32 and the other 2 are 16s.
You have no idea all the footage that we are going to have. It's gonna blow your mind.
Does anybody in here want to talk to us?
We've got a few minutes if you'd like to speak. Just a few minutes though, not very long.
Is the legend of the bounty hunter true?
If it is, can you speak? If you speak, this lady right here in the red jacket will hear you right now, and then we will hear you later. Oh, we didn't hear you.
The stairs over there.
Yeah, they're actually in the back.
Yeah, they're completely covered.
What are you mixing? It said freaking Lincoln.
I heard it.
Abraham Lincoln. No joke. Lincoln.
What about Lincoln?
Can you tell us what his first name was? Who was Lincoln? Who was Mr. Lincoln?
Yeah.
Can you tell us Lincoln's first name?
Can you tell us your name?
Is it Lincoln?
Yeah, what are the odds?
That's incredible.
Lincoln was here?
What is that?
Lincoln was here?
Yep. He came to visit.
We're going into the basement. Where they were cut.
Oh,
Oh, the cat?
right there.
Yeah.
It's a raccoon.
They said there were cats on the premises for rodent control.
It's a raccoon.
Be careful stepping in there.
Oh, just sit. Up and down. In your head. Yeah, you know you can short for it.
I can just picture
I don't know why I'm doing that.
all kinds of
You
people
know how
being
crazy
kept
this
in
looks.
there.
Rock and roll. This box that I'm holding in my hand, and I can hear you. You can actually say what you're saying to me. Is there anybody down here who wants to talk to us?
Oh, yeah? Oh, you know what?
The gold ball.
Hitting all the spider webs. I don't think she did.
Upstairs, and she died as a result of the fall, but it was during the winter time and it was too cold to bury her body. So they brought her down here and stored her for the winter.
And kept her on ice.
Yeah, until they could dig her grave. So the rumors are that the little girl that
She's
you hear,
here. Her mom's here.
and yeah, and her mom came to see her every year, came to sit with the body. It goes down pretty far, doesn't it? Yeah. There's a light there on that bucket. It's a blue flashlight. If you don't want to speak, can you touch that flashlight and turn it on for me, please?
Holy cow.
Oh, thanks.
It's like being touched,
Really?
just like I was telling you before.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Did you just touch Kelly?
it's still going.
If you're touching Kelly, can you go over and turn that flashlight off, please? Or can you say something loud enough that this box can hear you? Can you tell us what part of your body, or of her body, you're touching?
And my left leg in the same spot is just like it was before. It's like pulsating all the way through my arm.
Really?
Yeah, it just went to my elbow.
Why are you touching Kelly? Did you just want to get her attention? Can you say anything else to let us know who you are? If you speak loudly enough, this device will pick it up. We can hear you. Or you can go over and turn that flashlight off again. Can you go to touch that flashlight and turn it off? Do you want us to remove ourselves from this basement? If so, turn that flashlight off or touch it so that it rolls. Or speak loudly so that we can hear you, please. Do you want us to leave this basement?
What are you talking?
Well, if you don't want to say anything else to us, we're going to go back upstairs. In order for us to stay, you have to keep communicating with us. You can either touch that flashlight, turn it off and on, or you can speak loudly so that this box picks it up. Okay, well, we're gonna travel back out towards the front. If there's anything else you want to say to us, you can feel free to tag along. I'm going to keep this box running so that we can hear you. All you've got to do is speak and we can hear you. We're gonna have a birthday. Yep, we're gonna have a birthday party upstairs.
I took her to Mexican. Nobody cares.
We're gonna have a birthday. Yep, we're gonna have a birthday party upstairs.
I took her to Mexican. Nobody cares.
We're gonna have a birthday. Yep, we're gonna have a birthday party upstairs.
I took her to Mexican.
Monkey.
Slang term.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Monkey.
Slang term.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Hello?
For questions, feedback, or assistance, you can contact C.O.P.S Paranormal on Facebook and Twitter.